India and Maldives share close partnership. There have been high-level visits. The Indian External Affairs Minister has been to Maldives just recently. And now, of course, the Maldivian Foreign Minister is here in Delhi. So welcome to WION. And my first question, an obvious question to you is the relationship. How do you characterize this relationship, which has seen not only high-level visits, but also a lot of warmth in the relationship? India, of course, extending its support as well when it comes to infrastructure development in your country.
I've been recently describing the relationship between the Maldives and India like the flight of a bird. A bird takes its flight because the two wings flap together in unison. If one wing doesn't flap, then the bird cannot fly. The flight is not there. Maldives-India relationship is like the flight of a bird, because both countries, they flap their wings together, and it's moving into new heights, and that is how it is.
So India has been providing you support amidst the COVID pandemic. Last year we saw India sending medicines, food aid. This year it is the Vaccine Maitri initiative, India's outreach when it comes to giving vaccines. In fact, your country was the first country. If you can talk about the entire initiative taken by India by providing you vaccine, how it is helping you, and what is more on the anvil? Are you getting more vaccines from India?
When India rolled out its vaccine program, within 48 hours, Maldives received gifted vaccines from India, 200,000 doses of vaccine, and we are very grateful. We have been vaccinating our population. I'm happy to say that 67% of the population have been vaccinated now, the first dose. In the vaccination program, in the rollout, we do not discriminate amongst nationalities or any status they are in the country. Everyone in the Maldives, irrespective of their status or nationality, will get the opportunity to get vaccinated, because we do not believe that anyone is safe until everyone is safe. We are very grateful for India for the vaccines provided and the promptness with which it was provided. We are counting on India, the Serum Institute, to make available as soon as possible more doses, so that the people who have taken the first dose could get their second dose during the required period of 8 to 12 weeks.
So now talking about the Indo-Pacific vision, what's Maldives' view about this vision, and also the emerging security situation in the Indian Ocean region? There have been engagements not only with India and Maldives, but also trilateral engagements when it comes to India, Maldives and Sri Lanka.
Maldives regards itself as the heart of the Indian Ocean. If you look at the Indian Ocean and compare it with the human body, Maldives lies where the heart lies. And throughout ages, Maldives has been the route through which travelers have been traveling, crossing the Indian Ocean. For us, it is very important that the Indian Ocean be a peaceful, prosperous, and stable regime. And also, for the prosperity of the Maldives, this is an essential factor. Also, for the prosperity of the Indian Ocean, it is essential that Maldives be stable and prosperous. And therefore, we would work with all our neighbors in making sure that this maintains.
So now another thing which of course has been talked about is you standing for the President of the United Nations General Assembly. India has extended its support publicly as well. So if you can talk about the entire process, how many countries have extended support, the Indian support as well, how do you see New Delhi extending support to your candidature?
Well, President Saleh came into office promising re-engagement with the international community. You would recall that when President Saleh took office, we had already left the Commonwealth. The previous regime had left the Commonwealth. We were being marginalized internationally. So President Salih's one of the first decisions the president took was to put the candidature of the Maldives for the 76th session of the General Assembly. President Salih's decision to nominate me as the candidate is a great honor and a privilege for me. But it is the Maldives candidature, and to get the support of the Indian government for the Maldives candidature is very much appreciated, and it's a great honor for the country. Mm-hmm. We have been able to work with many countries in many parts of the region of the world, and I have been meeting many representatives, foreign ministers, and ambassadors from many countries. The support for the Maldives and the standing that the Maldives has internationally has risen since President Salih took office, and we are very confident that this time the Maldives candidate will win.
Mm-hmm. So my last question to you is, you're here in Delhi amidst COVID pandemic, and traveling amidst COVID pandemic is a task in itself. So what is being like in Delhi in terms of your engagements? You're going to meet the Indian External Affairs Minister, and of course you already have met a lot of envoys here who have been accredited to your country as well. What has been the engagement like?
The envoys whom I have been meeting today, they have not been to the Maldives. They haven't been able to come and visit the Maldives for over a year because of the pandemic. So I'm using my visit here to brief them of the situation in Maldives and the steps that we have taken during the pandemic. Many of the envoys represent countries where tourists visit the Maldives, so it is good to keep them briefed of developments in the country. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to my meeting tomorrow with External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar, with whom we are going to review the status of so many projects that are currently undertaken by Maldives through Indian assistance.
Mm-hmm. So just additional question, you mentioned tourism. Tourism was impacted because of the COVID pandemic. Now, of course, a lot of tourists coming to your country, especially from India. So if you can tell us, to our viewers, what is the situation like for tourists, how welcoming Maldives is, and the COVID protocols it is following, given the fact that your country is a country which has been a favorite destination for many Indians?
We closed our borders on March 15th. 2020. We reopened after 3 months on 15th of July. And India was the first country to have a travel bubble with Maldives. And we have been able to have secure these travel arrangements between India and Maldives in such a way that tourists visiting the Maldives are safe. The numbers in Maldives are coming down tremendously. And the arrangements, the procedures that we have from the airport to the resorts are very strict, and the protocols are adhered to perfectly, and that provides a safe passage for visitors. Mm-hmm. And also we are blessed with the geography that we are an archipelagic state, and the concept that one island, one hotel basis makes it easy for any outbreak to be contained. So far we have not had any outbreak in any of the tourist resorts, and we have been able to provide tourists with the secure confidence that they would require to be on holiday. Mm-hmm. So my advice to all Indians is, come and visit us, get some sun, sea and the beach.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for speaking to WION. So that was the Maldivian foreign minister speaking to WION in person amidst the COVID pandemic here in Delhi. And of course, he has a lot of engagements, especially the meeting with the Indian External Affairs Minister. That will, of course, take place tomorrow. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibbal for WION in New Delhi.